Hello and welcome to another video with Gamers Class. Shizzy here, guys, and today we're going to be doing an in-depth hero analysis on the hero Doom. Now, it is an off-lane hero that I've been playing a lot. It is something that you can also play on the mid lane. I will make a video and a guide on that as well, how to play Doom on the mid lane. But for now, we're going to be doing an in-depth hero analysis on Doom. We're going to be going through the almost everything about this hero and what's so good about it, what's so bad about it, what makes it so strong in the current meta, and how you're supposed to execute playing this hero. So overall, I think Doom is a really strong hero in this patch. Everyone's picking it. You get a lot of HP regeneration from the Devour. You get more gold out of it. You get a lot of XP compared to other offlaners because you can just devour a big neutral creep and then go back to the lane. So overall, Doom is being picked a lot in the current meta, and that's why I wanted to do an in-depth hero analysis on this hero.
If you like this kind of content, go to gamersguys.com. For just $10 a month, get your replays analyzed, watch masterclasses with pro players, join weekly coaching sessions, win prizes, and more with our Supreme Dota 2 membership.
So the skill build on Doom is mostly you want to go for 3-2-0. That means 3 levels in Devour, 2 levels in Scorched Earth, 0 levels in Infernal Blade, and then you go for Doom at level 6. You can also go for 3-1-1 build, where you have 3 levels in Devour, 1 level in Scorched Earth, and 1 level in the Infernal Blade. This gives you a best of everything. The Infernal Blade does damage based on max HP, so it's much stronger into the late game, and that's why people don't really want to skill it so early on. You can also go for another skill build, which is 1-3-1. That means 1 level in Devour, 3 levels in Scorched Earth, and 1 level in Infernal Blade. This skill build is only done when you want to be super aggressive and you're going for kills. Normally, I personally recommend going for the 3-2-0 build. Well, that's my favorite build in the current patch, because you get a lot of health regen every time you're consuming a creep, which is mostly all of the time. So you have around 9 health regen at level 3. You have it all the time on you, and then you're getting bonus gold at level 3, which is around 150. So as an offlaner, the more gold you have, you will buy more items that will help your team, right? So I just prefer this build, but everyone has their own preferences and the way they want to play the game, so other builds might work out for you as well. Item build on Doom is phase boots, because Doom has a pretty low armor and you want to buy items that give you more armor. So phase boots works really well with the Scorched Earth as well. You have more movement speed and you can just run really fast. You can also buy your drums for that extra movement speed and some stats. You can buy a dagger, you can buy a halberd. A Midas is pretty nice. With the Midas, you basically have a Devourer that's giving you 200 gold, and then the Midas is giving you extra gold as well. So potentially you will have around 600 GPM if you're not dying as much and farming creeps as well with that Midas. So Midas is something that you can keep in mind. BKB, Vladimir's Offering, to be precise, Pipe, Crimson, AC, Shiva's, Radiance. These are all the items that you can buy. You can either buy items for yourself. If you're getting a lot of gold, you can buy aura items like Shiva's, Assault, Pipe, Crimson, Vladimir's Offering, Drums. So your team also gets the benefit from you having a lot of gold. That's the main factor about Doom, that Doom is a very rich offlaner if you're not dying as much. I want to go through some of the strengths of Doom, which is Doom is a really high GPM hero. Your gold per minute is always very high if you're not dying that much. That's a really big strength of this hero. You also do a lot of DPS. Your Scorched Earth does 60 damage per second. Your Infernal Blade does 28 base damage per second, and then there's max HP as damage, which is 5%. So if you've potentially doomed someone and then you have your Scorched Earth on and you Infernal Blade him, you're basically going to do around 250 to 200 DPS damage to that hero if he doesn't have any magic resistance, which is insane. So Doom does have a lot of DPS. On top of it, once you devour a creep, you actually have another skill, which could be a stun, a slow, a net, some frost armor from a neutral creep. There's a lot of spells that you could get from devouring a creep, and it's just an added bonus, right? Also, the biggest strength of Doom, guys, is you doom one hero and you delete that one hero out of the fight. So anyone who's causing the most problems for you in a team fight, all you have to do is click Doom on him, and he is useless for 10 to 15 seconds, depending if he's bought status resistance or something. But you basically delete one hero from the team fight, which is insanely good. It's a big strength. So if you're going to look at the weaknesses of this hero, that Doom does have low base attack time. The base attack time is very slow. So that's why you want to buy items like drums or something that gives you some sort of base attack time. Even a Midas is nice, so your CSing is slightly better. Doom also has pretty low armor, so it's really easy for heroes that have a lot of physical damage like Drow or Juggernaut to just solo kill the Doom with some physical damage. Doom also has pretty high cooldowns. Almost every spell is pretty high cooldown. The Devour is 70-second cooldown. The Scorched Earth is 35-second cooldown. The Infernal Blade is low cooldown, and it doesn't matter as much. But the Doom itself is also 145 seconds cooldown. So all the spells are pretty high cooldown, and normally Doom likes to play a slow or mid-paced game. Doom is not the best to be playing in a high-paced game for sure. Let's go over the talents, and at level 10 you have 2-second Doom duration and 10 Scorched Earth movement speed. Both are pretty good. I personally go for the Scorched Earth movement speed because you're going to be using Scorched Earth more than you're using the Doom. At level 15 you want to go for either the 120 Devour bonus gold or the 30 Scorched Earth damage. If you're playing a farming game, you want to go for the Devour gold. If you're playing a fighting game where you want to do more damage, then the Scorched Earth damage is much better. At level 20 you have Devourer can target Ancients and 30 Doom DPS. I think Doom DPS is way better than Devouring an Ancient. And at level 25 you get 150% cleave and 2.4% Infernal Blade damage. So both of these talents are pretty good. At level 25 I would go for the Infernal Blade damage because normally you don't buy items that will help you do cleave damage. But if you do buy those items where you're buying items like Heart, Assault, maybe a Dateless, maybe a MKB, if you're going for the full physical build damage, that's where the 150 cleave is actually huge. But overall, I think the 2.4% Infernal Blade damage is much more stable and is much better for most scenarios. So guys, overall the conclusion of this in-depth hero analysis is that Doom is an overall pretty strong offlaner in this current patch. It's being picked a lot, it has a decent win rate, and it's not that hard of a hero to play. His ability to delete one hero from the team fight is super good. Doom can also farm really fast. You just have to be careful about not dying too much in the laning stage, and eventually your GPM will skyrocket, and with this extra GPM you can buy items that will help your team snowball with you and which will eventually help you winning the game. Thanks for watching, guys. This is it for the entire hero analysis. I hope you learned something about the hero Doom. If you have any questions regarding this video or just overall anything about Dota, make sure to tag me on Discord and I'll gladly answer your questions. Thanks for watching, guys.